Hey y'all, how's it going? It's it's Wednesday. Unusual time for a stream, I know, but this week has been quite unusual in terms of the schedule. That's because I got plans this weekend, and I also had a lot of things I wanted to hit this week as far as getting my Game of the Year prep done, checking out a couple of Game Pass games that, are just hitting and some other such things, basically. And, you know, it's, important to me, even with all the plans that I have, or, I think it's good to prioritize. A couple of viewer level streams every week. Hello, All Gamer HD XXD 20. Hello, YGL Titan. Important to me to prioritize a couple of viewer level streams every week, including this week where everything is short. So, I had to do several streams day by day, every day. And, well, I haven't had that much time for anything else. Hey, Glower! But, hey, I just hope the people enjoy it. That's, I guess, long story short. Before we get into the viewer levels, do I play troll levels? If you want to submit a troll level, I will. I will play it. Yes. Go ahead, YGL Titan. I will tell you, let me just tell anyone who's new, anyone who hasn't been here, how I do things setup-wise. Basically, if you are here when your level comes up, I give you 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. If you're not here, I still play the level, but I do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, where I only have 2 lives, refreshing at checkpoints. Before we get into any of that, let me just do my usual stuff as far as some up top announcements and some some stuff about the new level that I'm working on. But I'll just start by saying this: I haven't had time to work on my new level. It's been a busy week since Monday, and I say busy week. It has only been a couple of days. I haven't had time to sit down and actually build out any new ideas beyond what I had on Monday. So still not much to show. Thank you for the follow, YGL Titan here, other than to say hey, it's gonna be a hybrid level with a rising and falling water, and some stuff above water, some stuff below water. I'm still trying to figure out what's fun about this setup so that I can make it into a fun level, but that's a challenge, man. So far I've found literally nothing that really super is helped by this. Hello, 40 Trial. Currently an ad. Okay, yes, gotcha. Thank you for the level in advance. 30 Trill. 8. So, nothing really to report there, but I do have a couple of things up top, as I tend to do. I have these cards with stuff on it, and basically they'll tell me things that I should talk about real quick. First off, got a new switcher. Previously, I've had some problems with my old switcher automatically switching. And, well, that's a problem when you're a streamer, because, well, OBS doesn't like it when you automatically switch, it turns out. Or at least my capture card doesn't. And, you also really don't want to switch to your PC, because that would give everyone a view of OBS, and that ain't exactly what you want to do. So, invested in a new switcher. It was $80, but probably worth it for the convenience of not having to deal with automatic switching. This one, you can turn off the automatic switching. That's great. Wish you could do that with the last one. By the way, at some point I thought I could get a refund on that, even though it's been months. But apparently, I think it mistakenly gave me a refund window that was 9 months long because of some Christmas thing, where all Christmas things you buy have an extended return window. I think they mistakenly applied that to purchases in August, by mistake, and they must have fixed the issue because I could not return it when I went to after getting the new one and confirming it was good. Ah well, you know, that's fine. It was just $40 that original switcher that I was using, so not a big deal. Next, Twitch recap. Maybe you saw some of these floating around, but I got these from Twitch. Well, everyone got these from Twitch, basically showing like how much time I spent like watching streams and how much time I spent streaming. So here's the Twitch recap as far as like hours watched, favorite streamers, and all that stuff. Turns out I've watched a lot of hours of Twitch. I've done it most days of the year. A lot of channel points, a lot of chat. I've done a lot of emotes, mostly my own. I guess I really, one of the things I've really enjoyed about being a streamer is I've made my own emotes, and I really like them. I really like to use them all over the place. Would recommend them, by the way, if anyone wants to sub and use them. They're fantastic emotes, applicable in a wide variety of circumstance. Basically, favorite streamers, or at the very least, most hours watched would be Dan Reichert, GDQ, just from like the 2 marathons that they do every year, mostly. Team Kayla and McClunky Culkin. Glower was just here. I imagine Glower must be number 5 with how much I've tuned in to Glower this year. But must have been a very close thing between Glower and McClunky Culkin TV. McClunky Culkin, by the way, very cool, small time streamer. Definitely has a lot of very cool chat interaction. Would recommend. I also have this, a Twitch recap as far as the stream goes. You can see there we broadcasted 157 times. That's a lot. That's like nearly half the days, isn't it? Well, a little less than half the days, actually, because there's 356 of them, right? So, like a little below half. But a lot of hours watched, a lot of days watched. Highest concurrent viewers was like 360. That was when Dan Reichert rated after a big stream. I think that was when I was playing Rocket Robot on Wheels after the first collab stream I ever did, I think. That's how it went. Pretty sick, though, that it got that high. That's a lot more subscribers than I thought would be there, collectively. But, yeah, a lot of total followers as well. Most of those were gained this year, too. I think we went from, like, 100-something to 300 over the course of this year. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, is that, like, is that followers gained? Because I actually have 407 followers right now. So that's, like, 40 less than real, like, right now. Maybe that's new followers. Maybe that's new followers there. A lot of channel points, a lot of people chatting, and I see y'all like y'all love the what is that called? The Frodan? Y'all love the laugh, y'all love the crown. That's Bingo's favorite right there, the crown. Bingo also loves the popcorn. Those two, I feel like, are down to Bingo Bo. And I don't know about the smiley face, but sure, I guess smiley face is number 5. Alright, take that down. I also got a Sony recap. You might have seen these around. Apparently the top game I played this year as far as time goes in PlayStation was God of War Ragnarok. I will say a lot of that is down to, like, okay, well, that's the longest game. And also, I didn't play that many PlayStation games. Apparently, just 5 in the year, and that includes sound shapes, that includes, like, Uncharted, which I played through as a stream game, and that includes, Infamous Second Son, which I played once as like a stream game, just like for like at the end of a random stream, just like a bounce around grab bag type stream. So yeah, I guess I just didn't play that much PlayStation, so the results just aren't very interesting, I'll say. I also got a Nintendo recap. Surprising no one, the top game is Mario Maker 2. I mean, I've been playing it like every week, every couple of days. I mean, I think right now, if I were to go into the profile, yeah, I'm at 1,400 hours of Mario Maker, and like most of that was from before, was from like 1,500. Most of that was before I was a streamer even. So was always one of my most popular common games to play, but even more so right now. Apparently, I played how much? Let me see. 110 hours of Nintendo 64. Damn. And 65 hours of Aether. I guess it's yeah. I guess that makes sense. The thing that surprises me, I guess, is that the Rivals of Aether comes in at number 3. I guess I would have expected like Neon White or something to get into the list, but whatever. Also, like I guess I have been playing like all the N64 games that have come out this year, like Banjo, like Wave Race or whatever, Kirby 64. Was Paper Mario this year or was that last year? I think that was last year. Well, maybe this is including last year because it's not like the year is over, so the recap has to include like since last December, doesn't it? I think it's probably most interesting that like Rivals of Aether had like you know beat out Smash Brothers, which I guess is to say that hey, I haven't played Smash Brothers in like a year. I probably should. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Just haven't really been in the mood. Though, of course, channel points and all, y'all can make me play that at any time. I think I have one last thing to say. Next week's plans. Yes, so as I said before, this is the last stream of the week. Done a lot of streams this week. I have plans this weekend. That's why all the streams were sort of bunched up at the beginning of the week. Um, it's been kind of exhausting, but next week will be more or less back to a normal schedule, but not quite because it is the holiday times. I have a lot of time off, so probably will do more streams than just what I have currently planned. But we'll be back at Monday, 8 p.m. Central, and I'll be playing viewer levels and also be doing a refresher game. Maybe I'll talk more about what that is later that later today. This will be a full playthrough that will be shorter in length than other full playthroughs we've done recently, which will be nice. Also, I'm planning for next week some sort of big GTA blowout of GTA 5, and that'll be the last GTA 5 stream, finish or not. We have spent too much time as that is the playthrough. I need to get to some other games, man. I'm I'm flagging on that. We need to wrap it up, and that'll be sometime next week. A big long stream where I give it my best to finish that fucking game, and whatever happens, happens. And there'll probably be a viewer level stream next week at the normal Friday time. You know how it is. So that's the plans. Maybe more will be added next week. Check back next week and we'll see what's up. Anyway, that's the up top stuff, the announcos and such. Let's go ahead and get into these levels. I'm gonna pull up the thing. That's from last week. Don't worry about that. Or last week. That's from Monday. Let me go ahead and hit next. Always need to. I should be more careful about clearing the queue. YGL Titan has the troll level for us. Let's go ahead and get into this viewer levels. Again, for those who haven't been here before, again, how this works is that if you're here when your level comes up, give it the full time of day. 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. If your level is not here, or if you are not here, your level should be here either way. Your level still will get played, but I will do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, in which I only have 2 tries to beat the level. 2 tries. Let's do this. FTL. Oh, and let me give Glower a shout out. Appreciate the stopping by, Glower. And also, Glower has been responsible this year for some of my bigger raids. So let me just go ahead and do. I'll do the kind of shout out that just does the thing. Oh, it's like you just cast shadow, right? You think this is a troll level, but not sure. Nice. Let's go ahead and give it a look. Find out like what exactly kind of level it is. Recommend Glower, really good Paper Mario speedrunner, lots of world records over there, and you know, just good quality shit. You like Paper Mario, you know, watching him is fun, and it's fun to drop in occasionally. You know, he sort of switches up what categories he's going for, which I always think is very refreshing. You know, the bitch just come in and be like, "Oh, what are you doing this today? Oh, reverse boss order? That sounds like fun. I want to see how this is routed." Trust issues after this. Troll. Shout out to Calnus TTV, Soft Lock and Cheese Review removed. Yeah, this looks like a troll level, but also that clear rates is pretty fucking good for a troll level. I say pretty fucking good. It's pretty high for a troll level. Maybe this won't be too merciless. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 15 minutes on the clock, and let's get into it. Hi. This is one of your first troll levels? Trust. It's more of a puzzle. Right, gotcha. Troll levels in general, I think, are kind of adjacent to puzzle levels. Because basically they're just puzzle levels that kill you. At least a good troll level is that, anyway. Not to cast aspersions on like bad versus good, but you know what I mean. Like a really good troll level can just be equivalent to like a puzzle that is like a little bit sadistic. Alright, I'm gonna jump into these and that does nothing. What if I... Aha! That did it. Okay, first thing, we gotta fireball to the bomb. How? Ah, that was not it. Okay, so I think I'm seeing the pattern here. Well, maybe not the pattern, but we need to not use that POW in that case. That was a trap. Like in many troll levels, the key is to think like, well, what's the obvious thing? It's not that. We need to do the not obvious thing. In this case, going down. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so I think we want to go over the saw. I say, not having gone up, I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up in this map. But I have a feeling that the saw, going towards the saw is the correct answer. And YGL Titan, by the way, says no hidden blocks with important items. Good on ya for you know, a little bit of honor there. I like how that fireball, by the way, that Potabo, is set up where it will kill you if you like overshoot this part here, you know. But it's also part of the puzzle from below. Like, that's just some really slick, some really clean design. Okay, you're not supposed to jump up here. Supposed to go straight up, looks like. Unless you're supposed to, like, jump into the saw. I don't think that's how it works, though. Turns out, jump, I think. By the way, for those who are new, for those who haven't been here before, let me mention that, later on in the stream, we'll be going to the lightning round. I feel like the door is a trap. Well, let's try it anyway. We want to go in the pipe, probably. Maybe not a trap. Hey, a checkpoint. I assume it's a nice one. Alright. Later on, we'll be going to the lightning round, in which I'll have a limited number of tries to do each level that comes. Look forward to that later in the stream. It's a bit of a fun time, basically. And you don't have to worry, one thing I'll say, you don't have to worry about burning levels during the lightning round. That's not really how it is, man. Basically, if I cannot finish a level... Oh. Well, let me just blow this up, though. Okay. That's not it. Basically, during the lightning round, I'll have 5 tries to beat each level. 7 for subs, and also for the first one, up. And, you know, if I cannot beat a level, that doesn't mean I won't play it again at any other point. You can resubmit it. It's all cool. It's just a fun little challenge for us to, you know, engage in. Here, the key is to not jump. That's the key here. Wait a minute. Might have been the key. Not to Mario 2 is the key here. Okay. Look forward to that. That'll be like towards the end. And it's sort of the way I end each of my Mario Maker streams. Like the last hour or so, or 2, will be lightning round. Alright, let's not do that. Instead, I'm going to do this. There we go. Lovely. You back. What? You back? You're back. Oh, you're back. You're back. You back. What the fuck? Okay, here we just need to lose the thing. Eh? Huh? What? There's a hidden block next to a door. Next to a door with a pipe. Next to a hidden door next to a pipe. Presumably there are some hidden items, but not like ones that are without hints, perhaps. Looking out for that green pipe set up. I'm not seeing it. I haven't seen it yet. That's not it. Sorry, I don't understand quite. You can tell me if you want. You know, hey, if that's what you need to do, go ahead. I'll just try to. I'm still trying to work it out, but I don't mind a little bit of backseating, a little bit of tips, if you want to give me some. Let me look again. Let's go. Yeah, I don't see any like I don't see any like pipe here that matches the description. I don't know how you would get to that. You can blow up the ice blocks from behind the one way, and then get the The mushroom. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's clever. I didn't think of that. Yeah, let's do that. I appreciate the hint. That's a smarter way to do things. That was trying. Been sleeping well, I'll tell you. You know, I was kind of worried with like, you know, getting up at a regular time, and also I was up pretty late last night. But I woke up at like, you know, I woke up at like 9:30 and was like, okay, I'm kind of ready to go. And then I slept for like a half hour more before getting up, having some breakfast, and setting up the stream. So, that all worked perfectly. Wait, what? Now, so I got the mushroom, but there is the small matter of the icicle in the way. Oh! I still am big after one-way mushroom taking the hit. Right, okay. Nice, okay, okay. That's rad. We got 5 minutes left. Last checkpoint here. I have an idea. What if I have to go under here and hit hidden blocks that are just above the bones? That's a... maybe not the... not it, yeah. So what exactly is the solution here? Let's see. Oh, it's the vine. I have to grab the vine again. Beautiful. You know, that puzzle coming back from earlier in the level, that makes a lot of sense. Makes it pretty intuitive. Oh, so it's not like a hidden block hint, it's just where you're going, basically. That makes sense, okay. Alright. Not sure why that block is there, but whatever. Calmness TTTV. Suppose that's another streamer. Eeh. That ain't it. Don't hit the block. Learned lesson. Do not hit the block. Okay. I'll be honest, I could use another nap. Previously, last few days, I've been getting up at like 10, bumming around on Twitter for a bit, and then taking like a little more sleep. That is maybe a little better, but, you know, hey, this is like the one time this is the one time I have today free to do a stream, so that's why we're doing it right now. Also, I do kind of like these lunchtime streams. They're a nice change of pace, considering usually I can't do anything of the sort because work, you know? I'm on vacation right now, see? Okay, you can't go down here. Do not. Also, I see there the things say lol. Very funny. Well, it's not that funny, but you know, it's a good touch. And I've read it. And I've, you know, I have taken it into my head. I don't know where I'm going with that. I need to get a cough drop. My throat's a little sore. I don't know why I'm going back and forth as if like maybe something would activate if I did that. But I feel like the door, that a little too obvious. I'm below the lull. There's a thing here. Great. Dang it! I was hoping that the spring would stop me from like being able to destroy the thing. Okay, do not do that. Nice trap there. Alright. We're coming up on it. There's 33 seconds left, and then we'll get to 5 last tries. But I think we're probably close enough to get through in those 5 tries. Should it come to that, you know, hey, we still have 19 seconds. I could do this in 19 seconds. Could I do this in 19 seconds? Maybe. Here's the door. Ah, this is not the right way. I'm feeling like this. Well, maybe it was the right way. Hey, Lord Bowser. Alright, let me take down the timer. Put out 5 last tries. There we go, 5 last tries, and then we'll move on to the next level. I want to say, you know, whether or not I can complete a level, I appreciate y'all coming and giving me it, and watch me play it. You know, I say it, the levels. Plural, I guess. How you doing, Lord Bowser? Having a good morning? A good, you know, noontime, around noon? Lunchtime, you having a good lunchtime? I bet we need to go right here. I wonder if I need to turn the on-off off. Yes, I did. Okay. I should have turned the on-off off. Couldn't have known which way was correct. Except by, you know, sheer intuition. But, this time for sure. We're figuring it out one thing at a time. You know, that's just how... That's the troll level thing, right? I've been told already there's no secret stuff in those hidden blocks, so... Don't need to check them or nothing, but... I believe it's all good. Go down here. Over here. Turn it off. Alright, comment. Okay. I'll bet you turn it off and you go through the pipe. Okay. Alright. Ha! Oh, and checkpoints do typically recharge our things, but this checkpoint is a secret motherfucker because it actually reverts your progress to an earlier state. So it doesn't count. It doesn't count as a checkpoint. It is actually an anti-checkpoint. So no reset of the tries for that. That is a mean thing to do, but yeah, okay. Grab this. still got 3 tries here. And I guess it's true that, like, it's not that hard to get back up to here. Again, we've already been to this checkpoint. Doesn't count as a checkpoint as far as the tries are concerned. We gotta make these sorts of rules in these cases, you know? Because these checkpoints aren't really giving me any progress. And thus they really can't count. Alright. Here. Under here. On, off. Into the door. Door. Hit the on-off. Go through the pipe. Anti-checkpoint again. Through here. Over the thing. Howdy. Oh, crap. So you have to dodge the fire. It comes out too fast. You can't just land on it and go through. Okay. Also, I guess I don't know that the pipe is the way forward. It could be a just literal, you know, your only choice is to die here type situation. I just don't know. I want to say that going through the pipe is the answer, but I do not know. To be clear. Let me, like, make a bigger hole. That big Mecha Koopa you've never seen in action? Oh, this is a weird situation, but whatever. I've seen some big Mega Koopas myself, I don't know. They're, not that uncommon, I don't think. Alright. Jump from here to here. Fuck! Well, last try here, folks. And luckily we are starting from this like real checkpoint. The real final checkpoint, so that's nice at least. Let's do this, let's finish the fight. Let's you know, the whole 9. Let's get it done. Whew. Jump up here. Now, I'm also not sure, like, if the on-off needs to be the second one. How do you see the level queue? Well, you can see down there at the bottom right, there is, the number of levels in the queue is there. You can also do exclamation point list. Or exclamation point queue. One or the other. I think list will do it for sure. I'm not sure about queue so much. I'm gonna open this and then I'm gonna go down the pipe. Again, I might be all wrong about this. No problem. No problem. 30 trail 8. Okay, dodge. Okay, going down the pipe works. Oh, God. This feels like the end. Oh, I don't know. Should we go down here? You know what? Let me go out on a limb here. We have 1 try. I have no idea what's going to be the right answer, but I want to say we gotta jump this pit. We gotta jump this pit. No! Okay! Shit. I thought for sure that jumping the pit would be the thing, but it wasn't. Thank you for the level. Wasn't able to clear it, you know, within the grounds of bounds of the rules, but appreciated it anyway. And had a good time playing it. Thank you for the level. Go ahead and get the tries left down. And just go ahead and go to the next level. And by the way, of course, you know, one can resubmit a level if they so please. You have to cook dinner, so you'll be back in an hour. Gotcha, YGL Titan. All Gamer HD XD 20, you are up. Let me go grab. I'm gonna enter in the code, and also I'm gonna talk one of these cards. You know, like I said earlier, I got these cards today. I prepared a bunch of them. You know, just for this whole stream. Didn't have any yesterday. Didn't have any on Sunday, but you know, for these Mario Maker streams, I'd like to have them to keep things moving. This one says, did you hear about how Westworld being taken off HBO Max? HBO Max has been pulling this kind of shit recently. Pulling shows that, you know, aren't quite as popular or something. I think, though, Westworld is kind of a weird one because Westworld is popular. Westworld is popular. It is successful. It is a show that people go to HBO for. Though, admittedly, it hasn't been good since the first season, but I'll be honest, I would be down for rewatching that first season, just in isolation, without even moving on to like season 2 or whatever. I think it's perfectly good in isolation, and it's just not going to be available. Let me add to All Gamer real fast. They do this to not pay royalties, and I think it's kind of shitty that they're like pulling content from the internet, from HBO Max, from their streaming service, to just save a little bit of fucking money on their taxes, basically. I think that shouldn't be allowed. I think that, look, like, you have a streaming service, man. You're not putting that stuff up, like, you know. And obviously, I feel like the thing is like, oh yeah, we don't care. Go pirate it, is what they're saying here. Yeah, go ahead, go steal it. We don't give a fuck. It costs us more to have it up than it does to, like, not, basically. And, yeah, we're not gonna make money on it. Go ahead and steal it. Whatever. That's basically what they're saying. I think that's so annoying because, like, but I pay for HBO Max. What? It's supposed to be all convenient. It's supposed to be all in one place. Yeah, well, go find the second place then. It's not that hard to find, you know, these shows online. But, feel like it shouldn't be allowed, you know. I feel like, you know, they are actively destroying the service and making it less good. You know, I feel like for years, HBO Max was on the uprise, right? Like, oh, HBO Max is the best streaming service out there. And now with the recent changes, with them, like, starting to pull content for no reason, it's like someone there said, oh, this is too good. Let's take it down a notch to be, like, more in line with our competitors, who are kind of like here, we're kind of like here, they're kind of like here. What if we were like here? I also, you know, it's also a lot more galling than just, like, incompetence would be. Or just, like, you know, like Netflix not having anything good most of the time is. Because, like, you have good shows that people want to watch and rewatch and probably will be, like, classics in 30 years, you know? You'll probably go back and watch, like, all of Sopranos in 30 years. Of course, you know, people already do that. You'll probably want to watch, like, season 1, maybe 2 of Game of Thrones will still probably hold up in 20 years. You know, I'd say, like, the first season of Westworld probably would hold up for, like, 20 years. Well, maybe not everything else, but, you know, hey. And just throwing that in the garbage is like, I guess also, you know, people tend to not like shows that end poorly. Hello, Humade. You know, like, I know that like Heroes, the NBC show, it went off the rail after season 1. Though there's some decent stuff in later seasons, but it's not nearly as good, and probably as a result, people just don't talk about that show very much. NBC's Heroes. They did like a reboot like 5 years ago, like 8 years ago or something, and it was bad, so people just immediately forgot about it again. I don't know. I'm not seeing All Gamer 8XD20 here, so why don't we just pick out one? Well, actually, we got a super world here, I think, right? What? Oh, there we go. I thought my controller turned off for a second. Why don't we do the first level of the super world, and we'll do it in sudden death. All Gamer, if you are here, go ahead and reply and say something, and I will give you the full time of day. I gotta grab some water real quick and a cough drop. My throat is all irritable right now. Too many streams in a row, perhaps. My throat. Too much talking. Hey, Humade, how's it going? I already said that, didn't I? Let's go into this level. Very nearly, but not quite sudden death. 2 tries, refreshing at checkpoints. That's how we do things if you're not here. All Gamer. If you are here, go ahead and say something, and I'll promote you to a timer. I imagine this level is probably going to be pretty easy, so might not need it in any case. Let's do it. Interesting way to do a bonus. You're doing well, Humade. That's great. I didn't mention as far as that Twitch recap goes, by the way. But it did say, the Twitch recap, that we were in this channel here is in like top 2% of Mario Maker streamers. I don't know how it judges that. Is it like amount of people watching the stream, like you know, over time, you know, like amount of people who have watched me play Mario Maker? Because like I don't know, man. Seems like that's I'm wondering like by what metric it judges that. Like, oh, if someone plays like 2 minutes of Mario Maker once, are they counted in the list? Mario Maker 2 specifically, by the way. Are they counted in that, or is it just folks who are doing like a lot of it basically? I don't know. But, you know, hey. 2%, you know, hey, that's not nothing. Thank you for the low, All Gamer. Let's go ahead and pull up the next one. Do this. That was a maker code, so don't need to hit complete. Next level is by 30 Triel. Go ahead and pull that one up. I'll at 30 Triel as well. 30 Triel, you're up. Oh, there you go. You sent a previous level that shortly made after your last stream, but the one I just uploaded 30 minutes ago, I could send that next, I think. Hope you like this one. Gotcha. Let me do another card. I got a bunch of them. I don't know how long I'm gonna go today, so I want to get through them all, especially since this is the last stream this week. I'm going on a road trip of sorts on Friday, so won't be back until next like Monday, I think. Next Monday will be the next stream. and that'll be fun. Did you hear about fusion energy breakthrough? That's right. They invented fusion energy. They figured out how to do it. Apparently, they put in a bunch of energy and they got more energy out, so it's working. Basically, that seems pretty fucking good. You know, there's some talk about like, oh yeah, you know, this is gonna solve our like you know, our energy crisis. This is gonna solve a lot of like global warming concerns. This is a fucking good thing. And it's been you know, just out of reach for like 30, 40 years, for like ages. Maybe longer than that even. L plus R. Pretty sick. Pretty sick technological development. Oh, we need to get over every coin, don't we? Or maybe not every coin, maybe like just enough coins, I'm not sure. Let's do that. Sorry if my, you know, I'm got a cough drop in my mouth. If anything is like thrown off by that as far as like talking goes. Sorry. Just gonna make my throat less sore, you see. Which is handy. There's a lot of little areas here. And I think I need to get all the red coins as well to get through the door. That sound about right? Alright, can go through here now. Hey Dennis, Sam Crow, how's it going? Thank you for the level. Thank you for the level, Dennis Sam Crow. Every coin must be acquired. That's what they say. I'm always saying this. I'm always saying every coin must be acquired. I think I need to return with all the on-offs off here. But how do I get over there? Okay, go down here. Let's do this area first. Actually, it does kind of flow pretty naturally. Like, you'll go here. It'll be pretty natural to go around to here. And then to... go like that. Wait. Oh, I see. Wait, no, I don't see shit. Oh, I need a P block to get that. I see. I figured it out. P block gets you that one. Okay. There must be a P block coming up in subsequent areas. Oh, it's right there. I see it. And there. Get that, get that. Another oof. All right, let's see. Go down around here. I wonder if this leads to there, or if there's going to be a trick. Like an intermediate room. Nope, no intermediate room. Just it is what it is. Oh, hey, a key. Huh. Eh. Well, that did release a P block down there, so let's go get it. Dang it! Leads over there. Yeah. Okay. Get that P block now again. It's interesting in this style you can attach them to the to the thing like that. Eh. Okay. Ain't quite it. There we go. Wait, what's that? A spring. Spring. Oh. Okay. Why a spring? Why a spring? What's the spring for? You need to go over here with a P block, right? The spring was intended for 2 coins at the end that I already got. But didn't realize you could just hawk off and get it. Okay, so there's no need for the spring then. Thank you for the follow, Sir Brat. Okay, we just need the... We need to boogie a little bit. Wait, is this... This is the wrong place. 80 seconds to go. Oh, I totally forgot to set it in a timer, didn't I? Sorry about that. We'll fix that. Sir Bread. Alright, that's cool. Alright, 50 seconds to get to the place and to do the thing. Alright. 40. We need to get this last coin. 30 seconds. Coin. Now need to go to the second key. 20 seconds. 16 seconds. 10. Where's the last coin? Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe how fucking close that was. Holy shit. That was epic. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the level. Good god, holy fuck. Whoa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and hit complete. God. That was a fucking buzzer beater. That was a fucking buzzer beater right there. Holy shit. Thank you for the level. Let me get the next one. Let's get the next one up. Next one is by Lord Bowser. Go ahead and confirm you're still here. You know how it is. For those who are new, I'll say it again. If you're here when your level comes up, I give it the full time of day. 15 minutes plus 5 last tries. If that's not enough, if you're not here, I do it in sudden death, in which I only have 2 tries to complete the level, refreshing at checkpoints. So that's a lot fewer. It sort of turns it into a fun challenge. That's my way of balancing, like, prioritizing the people who are here and playing more levels. And it's also fun, is the other part of it. Bowser's here, fantastic. Let me do another card while I'm pulling this up. Hear that the Mega Man Battle Network collection has online multiplayer? It does. Pretty wild. You know, it could just be a collection of ROMs, but they're doing a lot to it. I think they're retranslating it. They're, fixing the localization, basically, of like, the later games, especially. And, yeah, just adding a bunch of online multiplayer. There's ranked. There's, like, the ability to trade chips and styles. There's a lot of stuff they've stuck into those games. It's kind of wild. All right, we got this super world that we did a world of last time. Let's continue on. That Mega Man Battle Network collection remake collection, I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I'm definitely gonna buy it. I think I really love those games as a youth, and I don't know I'll have time to replay them. They are really long games and kind of have a good amount of grinding. Ooh, I like this. This is a good way to do a tilty platform, just to make it so that if you fuck up, you'll just go right into those piranha plants, which you can't kill, by the way. Looking forward to that. Don't know if I'll really play it, but I probably would like to have it, considering how much I loved those games growing up and how much I played them. Certainly, like, of the Mega Man franchises, the Battle Network franchise is the one I have the most connection to. That was just a nice, simple, short and sweet level. Thank you, Lord Bowser, for putting that in there. Hope you appreciated seeing it. Go ahead and hit drop a like, and yeah. Next up here, Dennis Sam Crow, who just said GG. Perfect. You are up. Also says nice easy one. Yes. I'm going to enter in that code. Meanwhile, let me pull up another card. The length of the GTA 5 playthrough. Been thinking about this recently. I've been playing through GTA 5 for, say, the last several months. It turns out to be a really long game, and the missions, it's hard to judge where you are in the game because one mission just comes after another, and they're kind of random in, like, how they give it to you and how they appear in the world. And it's kind of frustrating as, like, someone who's trying to put together, like, streams of games and playthroughs that are, like, proceed in a nice, orderly fashion. I had this problem back in the day, too, when I tried to play... Is that 5? Yes, it is. When I tried to play Red Dead Redemption, I feel like I bounced off it for kind of the same reason that this is frustrating me, that it was kind of just mission after mission after mission after mission after mission after mission after mission. And at a certain point, I was just like, oh my god, what is I don't even know. Is it just all missions all the way down? And the answer is kind of yes. Except in GTA 5, there are not raids, what's the word? Heists. heists, you know, sort of break things up and give you some big highlights, but man, there's just so far in between. That's why next week gonna have a big stream where we'll play like a bunch of GTA 5, and however far we get in there, that's as far as we're going. Not gonna finish it unless we get like really lucky. Maybe we'll watch like some YouTube videos of like the ending or something, because I don't, you know, it's not like I can just skip to the ending. You know, that's not how it works, unfortunately. You just sent someone a most recent level to queue. Seems someone has beaten it. Hopefully it's a good one. Can't wait to watch. Also, the desert level just played. That was entertaining. Thank you. Thank Bowser, actually, I guess, for submitting it. Let's go. Prickly Haunted House. Don't destroy brick blocks. 5% clear rate. Let's go. Go ahead and put 15 minutes on the clock. By the way, when should we go into the lightning round? Let's say 12:30. About an hour and a half into the stream. 12:30 will be the start of the lightning round. I see the indicator there that, of where not to stand. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Ah! So yeah, we'll be moving on from that. And I'll say it's not necessarily just the length of it. You know, I've said before, like, my plan is to play through Persona 5 Royale, and that is a 100-hour game. That is a over 100-hour game, so it's not the length of it, more just the slowness of progression, and also the fact that I'm really ready to move on. That's really, like, getting to me, you know? Also, I guess I do play in very short... Did that turn on all the on-offs? I do play in very short bursts, so, you know, a long game like that can take a while to get through, played a little bit at a time. Maybe if I was playing for like 5-hour spans every time, we'd be able to get through it. But, you know, honestly, I don't think I enjoy GTA 5 enough to, like, do it in, like, really long sessions. Need shorter sessions to, you know, sustain, I guess. Fuck. Is what it is. Plan is, next week, gonna knock it out one way or the other. I would love it if we could just mainline and just go right to the end, but from what I understand about how GTA 5 is structured, you can't just count on the missions just coming. Sometimes you have to hang out and wait for a mission to appear, and that's not good for streaming. You know? Just like, oh, wait 1 hour for a phone call to come, and then you can start the mission. That's not gonna work. Right? I have also given thought to, you know, hey, I could just totally, like, simplify the stream, like, sort of focus on Mario Maker, like, exclusively, to the exclusion of other games. You know, no playthroughs, no nothing, but I do enjoy doing, I do enjoy, like, playing things other than Mario Maker. And I think it's important to me that, we're not just doing the same game all the time. You know? I like a little bit of variety. Nice, got a checkpoint. That's good. This level has been pretty challenging, by the way. Lots of little things, and appreciate just the... It is, I think, a pretty good, like, Ghost House conceit to have it so that all the blocks here have ghosts in them. So you really have to not step on them. Step on them, hit them. It's interesting. Also, I like your use of this semi-solid, not semi-solid, the yellow, fuck, the yellow spike box. Yellow spike boxes? It's nice. Yeah, to whoever made this level, it's a good one, says 30 Triel. That's right. That's right. It's a good concept for a ghost house. Pretty easy to, like, understand, of course, if you read the description, it's pretty intuitive. But even if you don't, like, how many bricks do you have to hit before you realize, like, oh, yeah, brick's bad? Probably not that many, actually. Dang it. Alright. What? Oh. I see what that is. How you do that. Okay, gonna take a breather. How about another card? This level a little long. Not that that's a bad thing, but like there's more to talk about as far as cards go. Follow up on High on Life. Yesterday I played a bunch of Game Pass games for the first time, including the new release High on Life, which is the Squanch Games game that you know, is basically you have talking guns and they're the voices of Rick and Morty, or at least the voice of Morty, and is just talking and quipping the whole time, and it seems pretty good. Played a bunch of it. Some of the jokes did land, made me laugh. That seems like a pretty good thing for a game to do. There is a lot of it. Maybe it's a bit heavy on the jokes, but I am enjoying it. Could be a little faster paced. Maybe a little more, like, tight. But it's fun. And, the gameplay is okay. Need to play more of it, basically, is my, long and short there. And, definitely will when I have, you know, time. Not on stream, probably. I think that these games, I'll knock out, you know, on my own time. But it was fun checking them out on stream. I hope some people had fun dropping by and watching me check out that and other games, which, you know, I'll follow up on those a bit later. GG and thanks for playing. Yeah, that was a good level. Very well done. Challenging, but not too much so. Great work, Sam Crow. Alright, let's go ahead and hit complete on that level. Go ahead and hit next. The lightning round will be starting in 11 minutes, so, you know, basically at that point we'll be doing, thank you for the follow, Dennis Sam Crow. At that point we will be doing, you know, the lightning round rules basically means we'll start at last lives, basically. But it's all in good fun. You don't have to worry about wasting levels or anything. Please be encouraged to just get those in there. And you know how that moment where we were ending on like 0 clock? You know how the clock, that buzzer beater earlier, you know how that felt? Well, that's exactly what it feels like if I ever clear a level with 1 life left. It is thrilling and good, and we like it. Humade just said GG, so Humade is here. I'm gonna pull up another card while I'm entering the code. Follow up on Return to Monkey Island. And the course name Z. Okay, Humade, you got it. Played Return to Monkey Island after High on Life. That game is full of quips. It is very much in the style of the old Monkey Island games, which I didn't play myself, but you know, I've heard of them. And seems very polished. I appreciate like how well it tutorialized everything, but also it seems very clunky and very expansive, which I don't know, man. I guess I will say that I'm playing some other games that are long and like seem expansive as well, but when I got into this one, I was just kind of weirdly put off by it. You know, just like, oh my god, it seems like there's a million places to go. There's a million puzzles to solve. I don't have time for this. It was sort of my impression of Monkey Island. I'm sure, like, people into the first game, into the original, are gonna be way into this. But for me, it was just more okay, you know? Seems like a lot's happening in this level right off the jump. I'm gonna do this again. Eee. Eh? Huh? Okay. We're figuring things out bit by bit. I don't know if this does anything. Oh, it kills that guy. That's important. I don't know if this does anything. Okay, you can't just hold right to go into the pipe. Apparently, for some reason. Anyway, Monkey Island seems good, but also seems like I don't think I'll be going through it. You'll have the stream up. You're just gonna. You'll definitely return. I understand, 30 Trail. And by the way, whenever we go into like sudden death, I will say if you do appear while your level is being played, you do get promoted to the regular thing, basically. Eh? Oh, what? Huh? the hammer bro got me. That's a clever way to do a death. That's the thing about a troll level when it's really well constructed that's good. It's just a series of little tricks that you have to contend with and learn to get around, and it kills you in funny ways, and that's what you're looking for. Don't jump. Don't jump there. Got it. Stuff like that, it's good. Wait. You don't think there's... Oh yeah, I already fell down that pit. There's nothing down there that's good. Let's stand here for a second. Ah! What happens if you... Can you even hit the block? Maybe you can't actually hit the block. If you could, it would, like, you know, you wouldn't be able to die, but it's not like there was a checkpoint, so... It doesn't really matter if you soft lock, I suppose. Smiley face from Humate, I like it. Put the controller down for a second. Wait, I gotta run, I gotta move. Let me just trigger that just in case that's a thing. What? What happened there? Maybe because I wasn't like dead on that time. Maybe that's why that happened. Let me see. Here I go down, come up, go down again. Okay, let's see. If you hit it, the block P, switch will activate. Gotcha. Maybe I need to, like, jump on it like this? Good guess, but no. Oh, you know what? I bet I need to get out and get out from under there and not land in the hole, basically. Avoid the hole is the name of the game. That should be the name of the level. Avoid the hole. Avoid the hole. That's a good level name right there. Speaking of things, follow up on Pentiment. Pentiment was the third Game Pass game I played yesterday, and it seems really sick. You know, set in the 16th century, it has a very unique art style, and you know, you basically it's all illustrated it's all. The game looks like illustrations from, like, monastic orders, basically. And, which is really unique, really novel. And it's, turns out to be really atmospheric. You know, you sort of, like, go in there, you're running around, you know, 16th century, you're an artist, and you're making a lot of, like, choices about your character, you're sort of role-playing. I knew that was there. You know, I spent a couple hours playing it yesterday, and it seems sick, super promising. Really need to play more because it just seems super fun and super, like, original. And I haven't even gotten to the part where it becomes a murder mystery. Just the setup has been really delightful and like, really delightful and flavorful, and ooh. Would highly recommend checking out Pentiment. Again, like all the other games I checked out yesterday, they're all on Game Pass, so if you got that, it's free. Really, really sick game, Pentiment. Whoops. I'm fucked. I think the thing that is, like... And, like, it's funny, Pentiment. Pentiment provides you a lot of, like, historical context for a lot of the things you are doing, right? So it'll be like, oh, you know, people will be talking about Bavaria, or whatever, and you'll just hit the minus... What's the minus button on the Xbox? The hamburger button? The one on the left. You'll hit that button. The select button, formerly the back button, and it'll say, like, oh, Bavaria is a kingdom that existed here at this time, you know, or like, oh, Aristotle is a famous, like, philosopher and shit. Everyone really loved him during this era. You know, he's from the Greek time, so it's been like 1,000 years since then, but everyone still respects and honors his wisdom. Sick as hell, that game. Nice trap, oh my god. Off screen damage. Of the games I played last night, as part of my Game Pass afternoon stream, I say last night, from the afternoon to the night, I think Pentiment is the one that's most likely to, you know, make it onto my Game of the Year list. It just seems so sick. I need to finish that before finalizing my list, I think. Before, you know, all that crap. It seems really fucking good, and I haven't even gotten to the part where it becomes like a real, like a whole thing. I haven't even gotten to, like, the inciting incident. I am still in the setup, and I am just having a time. Why am I jumping? Why am I jumping? Let me do another one. I'll do another one. We'll get through all these Game Pass games maybe during this. Hey, Jayhawk. How's it going? I'm just talking about... I'm playing this troll level, and I'm talking about some of the games I played yesterday that were on Game Pass. Played Norco yesterday. That's another game I heard a lot talk about. Another adventure game. You know, so Kind of similar in a lot of ways to Pentiment and Monkey Island, games I also played yesterday. Why did I jump? But Norco just has a very, like, striking literary style, right? Everything in it just is so evocative. The graphics are beautiful, and it is just immediately just like, oh wow, this is just really well written. You know, just really like hitting hard, beautiful art, and just it's almost poetic in like how like well written it is. That said, I'll also say that I was playing for like not that long, and I feel like I was already super lost as far as like, okay, where can I go? What can I do? Probably won't play any more of that. I don't feel like I have the time to really decipher it. But I'll say this, I understand anyone who's out there saying like, oh, Norco is one of the games of the year for them. I can see why. You know, if I had time to really like delve into that, I bet I would really, really like Norco. Just I don't think I have it in me to like get through it and shit. It's gotta be here, right? Huh? Okay. I appreciate you killing me off screen, that's great. I was wondering if I needed to restart. I think it's a good thing when a level, you know, has no soft locks like this, even if you can't. Even if you can just hit restart, it's better practice, I think, to have it be built in like that. This is very well put together. You just cracked your phone? Oh no! Oh, fuck me, I just fucking fucked that up again. Jeez, I hope you had Apple Care, or whatever the equivalent is. Or otherwise, you know, you're due for an upgrade anyway. Hope something like that is the case, Jayhawk. Because, yeah, that sucks. Whenever I crack my phone, whenever that's happened, I have always gone to the Apple Store and been like, okay, here's my phone, just replace it, please. I've never lived with, like, a fully cracked front. Not for long, anyway. A cracked back, on the other hand, I'm like, well, I can deal with that. I'm not gonna say it's good, but I can and will deal with it. What? Oh, okay, it's cool. You just got it fixed last week? Oh my god. That's, that is bad luck. That is bad luck. Dang. Dang, that must feel like really, like, god fucking, oh my god. That must feel like the most fucked up shit. Just like, oh my god, just. So sorry about that. Hopefully, you know. Hopefully, I don't even know what to say there. You have a broken phone case? I don't use a phone case myself. You know, I like to see, like, the full beauty of the phone, and I feel like if you put it into a case, that's just, you know, just diminishes some of the prettiness of it, doesn't it? At least that's how I feel, you know? I pay money for the color and the back and the whole thing, and I like to see it. That's my thought there. How about another card? You need to upgrade, spoil myself for Christmas. I'll tell you, Jayhawk. This year I got the new iPhone. What's it? 14, 13. What's the number now? Let me look at the about page. Where's like about? 1 second. About. iPhone 14 Pro. Yes, with the new thing at the top, you know, the dynamic island, and it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I really like the dynamic island a lot. I think it's rad. I would recommend it. I think it's a really cool thing. Has a lot of cool features. It is like the most recent like big bump up in the like model of the phone, right? Like the notch is out, the dynamic island is in, and I'll tell you, the dynamic island, oh, it's fucking good. It's fucking so cool. You're gonna get it and be like, oh wow, it's pretty clever, isn't it? If you spoil yourself over Christmas with a new phone, that would, I would highly recommend the 14 Pro, basically. Timer's up next time I die, which is right now. Fuck. Get up the last tries. You're using an iPhone 8? Dang, man. That is ancient. Does it even perform well at this point? I feel like most iPhones start performing like poorly like within 3 or 4 years. Which, you know, sucks, obviously, because you would love to just have one phone forever, or at least I would, unless they make like big upgrades, which again, this phone, big upgrade. I need to, okay, can't wait until this guy clears. You have the 7 Plus? Damn, man. Yeah, splurge and get the 14 Pro. It's sick. I would highly recommend the 14 Pro. Splurge the fuck out of it. Okay, we're gonna go through and then we're gonna be bounced out. So, gotta jump. Eh? You gotta, like, be de-biggin'. We went through the pipe. Suck. You have some Samsung S7. I don't have perspective, by the way, Sir Bread. That's right, Sir Bread. That's how you said it, right? I don't have perspective for like how old of a phone that is, the S7. Are the numbers basically kind of comparable to the iPhone numbers? I guess in a lot of cases they would be, right? Because iPhones and other phones, they all started around the same time, so it's not like an Xbox PlayStation situation where, you know, one of them is really far ahead. You know, there will always be maybe a Apple one, and then you know, everything else should be roughly in line. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, also after this level, we'll be starting the lightning round, by the way, so keep that in mind. Okay, we want to go through and de-biggin. Run over here. A checkpoint! Beautiful. Checkpoint refreshes our tries. I lost it. I lost the try that I got. Already. Oh, I'm alive. Good, okay. Alright, that's the second try. Down. The Lost Life sound effect sounds like a DKC balloon. You have good ears. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's... you know... Big fan of DKC, me. I love DKC, all the games. And that's what I decided to make the sound effect for losing a life. You weren't sure if it was custom or not? Nah, it's just literally the sound. Same sound effect. Crap! You're a bit of a DKC fan yourself? Obviously, considering how we know each other. Gotcha. Are you now? I don't think I knew that. You from like the Donkey Kong community? 30 Trial? Should I remember you from my, like, you know... Ah! Oh, right, shit. My memory. I forgot about your fucking... Oh, it's Highway. It's Highway. Sorry, I forgot about your fucking Twitch name. Highway. God, I should remember that. I should remember that. I completely forgot you have a different Twitch name. What? How did we do this last time? Oh my god. My memory is sometimes really shit. Can you change the name? I think you can change the name of a... Fuck! Oh shit, that was the last try. I think you can change a Twitch name, by the way. For what it's worth. Thank you for the level you made. We made some really fucking good progress there, but weren't able to quite make it all the way. Maybe another time. Maybe later. Yeah, you go ahead and Google change Twitch name. I've seen people do it. I've seen people have like different names. So it is 100% possible, Highway. Absolutely possible. Jeez, I can't believe I forgot the... I totally remember, actually, come to think of it, the last stream you watched, being like, oh yeah, that's a weird name, sort of have to remember it. Unknown error. And then I totally just slipped my mind. These things happened. These things happened. You know what time it is, folks. You know what time it is. It is time for... It is time for... the lightning round. During the lightning round, I only have 5 tries to beat each level that comes my way. 5 tries, refreshing at checkpoints, 7 for subs, and also for the first person up. The subs and the first person, they get bonus heads that are represented by things such as Bowser. Let me just, like... There's other such heads, such as ones for Mario. There's a lot of Mario characters that are represented by heads, and also some that are not Mario characters, like you know, some Kongs here. There's some Mega Man, some Simpsons. A lot of those other heads came from other streams, and they ended up being bonus heads here, like bonus heads basically. Oh wow, that's not supposed to happen. These spinners are a little bit desynced. There we go. They are now resynced. Reset, I mean. So basically, you'll have a random chance of getting a head. The rarer heads are, you know, they're like 5. They're like a 5th as likely as the Mario heads. Basically, there's 1 copy of each non-Mario head for every 5 copies of every Mario head. You almost beat one of your best levels, but you're missing a red coin. Is there some way I can lock onto them and find them? I don't know. That's a good question. I think you just have to look. I think you just have to look through the level, unknown error. Let's randomize it for the first person up. Waluigi. Again, we got Waluigi two streams in a row as the bonus head for the first person up. Quite a coincidence. The next level here is Sir Bread. Sir Bread, go ahead and confirm. Sir Bread was here a minute ago, right? I remember Sir Bread saying something really insightful about the last level, maybe. Right? Oh yeah, it was the Samsung. It was the Samsung. You were just talking about your phone, that's right. And there's Sir Bread. I'm gonna do one more of those cards. I played one more Game Pass game last night in that big old stream, which, by the way, you know, the VOD is up. Oh, look at that! Your name is now Highway Lighthouse. Look at that, Highway Lighthouse 64. That's nice. Somerville, horror game, sort of a spiritual successor to Limbo. I played like a few minutes of it, and it seemed really confusing to get out of like the first area. As I was playing it, I remember that like a streamer that I follow played like a couple minutes of it as well, and got really stuck and was like, oh, fuck this. Never actually getting to the part where it becomes a Limbo-like, and sure enough, I was kind of the same way. I played it and it's like, okay, this is fucked. Yeah. Make it so that people can get through your game without too much trouble, honestly. Not happening. Not happening with that one. You know, if all the other four games that night were cool, and shades of like, well, this is cool, but I'm not going to continue, or this is cool, and I'm going to continue, or this is cool, but I'm not going to continue. Wrong one. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Somerville was the only one where I played it, and I was like, oh, this isn't good. No, I'm not gonna play it, and also I'm not gonna be like sad about it. This is not a level I'm interested in. Not a game I think will be good to play, basically. Anyway, that was the, you know, over the last level or so, I recapped the Game Pass stream. Turned out quite well. Pentiment and High on Life are the only ones I'm probably going to continue on, despite like being reasonably impressed with Monkey Island and Norco as well. I think that High on Life seems pretty decent, pretty good, fairly good. Maybe like a 4-star game. And Pentiment seems like a 5-star game. No bones about it. It seems like fucking solid. It seems like fucking good. I really can't wait to play more Pentiment. You know, I have plans for this weekend and for the time being, obviously, so I guess I don't know, like, when I will be diving more into it, but looking forward to that. That'll probably be off-stream, by the way. Not gonna do these as full stream games. But, ah! But yeah. Game Pass, it's fucking good. Oh, also, I did get a checkpoint there. That should have refreshed our lives, so... After that lost life, we would be at 6. Perfect. I like having to jump across these gaps on the cannonballs. That's just a little nice gameplay that is always... solid. You know, always fun to jump off cannonballs across big gaps. Can't go wrong with gameplay like that, right? What? Oh, yeah, that's right. I did go down here earlier. This is where I got crushed by the snake block. I wonder where it leads. It'd be funny if it led nowhere and just like stopped moving all of a sudden, forcing me to jump off and just hope for the best. But I can't see the edge. If it stopped right here where I could just barely see the edge, that'd be a bit mean. There's a checkpoint that refreshes our doodads, our lives. There we go. And that depletes one of our lives already. Let's go, let's go. Motherfucker! Oh my god, these fucking troll blocks. Well, it's not so bad. We're getting through it. Feel like we are like we gotta be pretty close to the end here. What? This way. I think that was a bonus. That was a bonus. Maybe actually, if we went through that pipe, maybe we would have died. Nice little ending. I like that a lot. Solid level. Thank you for it, Sir Bread. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. Let me go ahead and get the head set up for the next person inside the Boohoo bunker. Thank you, thank you. I don't know like how like German is pronounced, so you'll excuse me if I don't know how to you know, say names like that. I didn't know that a T in German comes up more like a D English, but it's good to know, I suppose. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and hit complete. Let's go ahead and get the next level up. By the way, I encourage people to continue submitting levels while I am in the lightning round, because it would be a shame if we ran out. That's interesting that the viewer level bot hasn't realized that Highway's name changed. I'm sure it'll update eventually when you resubmit a level, Highway, but Highway's name is updated for the record. Just that the viewer level bot doesn't know it yet. Your new name's pretty long. I'm curious. I hope it fits perfectly into that now playing box. The instant I see a level that does not fit into that now playing box is the instant that has to get wider, or the text has to get smaller. Let me see a card while I'm putting it in. Go ahead and confirm, Highway. You just did a queue like a minute ago, so you should be good. The refresher playthrough. Said earlier I would mention what I'm going to be playing on Monday, and I'm going to say it now. It is a game from around maybe 15 years ago. It is one of the first small games that was critically beloved. Even before the game days where downloadable games were the norm, and small games were really common. It was beloved. It's a short game. It's really fun, and you hope the name works. Gotcha. It works. I can see it. I'm sure like next time you submit a level, it'll be right. Don't you worry about it, Highway. It'll work, trust me. The game I am going to be playing after next week's Mario Maker stream on Monday is Portal. I'm gonna say that right now. It's Portal. Haven't played that game in a couple of years, and I love it. That's a lovely game, Portal. Nice and short. I really also loved Portal 2, but maybe we'll play that eventually, but that's more of a longer thing. I appreciate, like, in Portal 2 how they expanded the scope of things, and they made it so that the concept, like, it was all fun for the whole length of it, basically, if that makes sense. Sky High Stockpile is this next level by Highway. Let's reach the end after grabbing all 100 coins. It'd be cool if there was like a invisible block there. Invisible block. I'm now thinking to myself, I haven't done... Let me make a note real fast. I got an idea for one of my levels. I'm not sure if it really fits, but I think it would be cool. What if invisible blocks under transparent pipes? So you have to hit them to enter, basically. I haven't used transparent pipes, I haven't used invisible blocks in my super world. So that might be a good combination actually. And a good excuse to like get a level with those in there. Which again has you know, I haven't had the chance to. Though then again, like maybe I'll find a place that makes sense in a different level. We'll see. By the way, during the lightning round, the way that it works is that at timeout, if we were to spend all 500 seconds in this level, timeout would count for all of our lives. That's just the way of like keeping to the spirit of the lightning round, basically. You know, with some levels that are like where you can only die by timing out, you can really just spend like, if we didn't have that rule, we would be spending like hours on single levels here in the lightning round, which you know, obviously isn't right. Not in the spirit. Not in the spirit. But hey, you know, there's plenty of time left in the stream, and like I said, you can always submit a level again. And yeah, very nice. I'll get over there. Here's how I get over there. This kind of reminds me of like the Bramble levels. The Bramble levels DKC, too. You know what I mean? Has a similar sort of like maze-like quality to it. I think the transparent pipe maze here works really well, and especially because as you go up and down, you get more information about what's around and where you need to go, which I think is kind of a neat benefit of that. Did I need to get that 10 coin while I was up there? I can get it on the way back, I'm sure. Yeah, I can get it now. I can see it regarding brambles. Yeah, gotcha. I definitely like tend to go into DKC levels. I tend to go into DKC levels like I'm sorry, not go into DKC levels. Go into Mario Maker, like trying to look at levels through a lens of like DKC, right? Like I'm definitely always thinking like what DKC level is like my touchstone for this level I'm working on, right? What level is my inspiration here? Which, you know, is a bit limiting. I guess maybe it would be good to look at like other franchises as often as DKC, but you know, that's where my heart is, and you gotta do what's in your heart, right? Does that make sense? You gotta do what's in your heart. Write what you know, and they say write what you know, and I make levels that I know, basically. I know DKC. I know that style, and that's how I like to do them. By the way, would recommend, if anyone hasn't played my levels, the maker code is always at the bottom of the screen. Punch it in and play a couple yourself. I always read all the comments on those levels, so if you leave a nice comment, you know, I'll pull it up and go like, ooh, nice comment, thank you. And if I see it happen, if the notification happens while I'm on stream, I'll probably just do it like right then and there, so you know. So that's cool. We got the thing. We got 60 coins. I hope that's all of them in this area. We got about half the time left, so I think we're making good time. All right. Over here is nothing I can get to. 60 is all good. Oh, it's in the description as well? That's helpful. That's very good. I really should be reading the description more, but I tend to just... I don't know. I tend to just, like, brush over it. Honestly, for some reason. Go figure, right? If I read the description, I would know more often, like, what I was doing, but I tend to not. Oh well. Is what it is. Okay. What's up with this? This is the end of the level, I think. Should wait until we get everything before going over there. I wonder how we're doing for time. Getting a little worried. There's like a 100 seconds left or so. Go up. Over here. Get these ones. Check over here. It's all good. Need to hit this, actually. You think I'm good on time? Alright. Noted. Alright, go over here. Coming down to the wire, but hopefully should be good. Kind of a shame that we have to, like, retrace our steps a bit. But it is what it is. Go ahead and get this. Get this on off. Get these. This goes back to where we started. We don't want to do that. We want to go down here. Wait a minute. Are we 4 short? Uh-oh. Where did we miss 4? Oh my god, no! Oh, that's not good. I think we're fucked. We're totally fucked here. Maybe it was in the door. 1 second. We got 8 seconds, 7 seconds. What about this door? No. No, door's not it. Dang it. I wonder where we missed 4 coins. Dang it, though. That was close. Thank you for the level. We'll have to give that another shot. Well, you know, hey, no one's in the queue right now, so I'm gonna hit next. And, I'm gonna hit next, and you can submit it again, and maybe we'll give it a second go. The 4, you somehow walked right by. Shit. How did I do that? Is it okay if you submit something else? Sure. That's good as well. You can do that. You can submit anything you want, basically. First, though, before we get to that your next level, I'm gonna play one of my own, if that's cool. I'll play one of my own just for the sake of just, you know, mixing it up, and also because I have so many courses that I have uploaded that are really good. It's a really good one. It's been a while since we played the latest one on stream, which was from, looking at a clock right now, nearly a month ago. Holy shit. Time flies, huh? Oh, a bullies level of boomerangs? Let's go. Yeah, exclamation point add, you got it. Double check the code, yeah. This is a meteor meltdown. Level taking place in a, like, nuclear blasted desertous, meteor. Full of, like, magic Koopas. They get up to some nonsense here, I suppose. Thank you for the level. I like this bit here. Hang on. Actually, let me... You know what? Let's try to do this fast. Let's do this... What's the world record here? World record's like a minute? Okay, let's do it in a minute. It's been a while since I played this, so... it might be a little rusty, but... Let's try to do it, like, as fast as possible. Here's a little trick you can do. Jump to the far side of that guy. And, fuck! You can jump around that guy, basically. Oh, 1 second. Let me get the fucking heads back up. I actually put it down. I do that too often. I do that too often. Try to do this, like, speedrun style. When I make my levels, I try to account for speedrun ability. And, like, speedrun routes just as much as I account for, like, casual play. And, you know, I like to think that people appreciate it. Whatever way they like to play it. I especially like this part here where you can, like, go a little bit to the right. Just barely get around that guy. It's a tough little strategy, but works well and is pretty challenging to pull off. Ah! Well, I did get a checkpoint. Let's continue from a checkpoint. This reminds me of you of Super Mario Bros. 3 for some reason. Wonder why. Curious. Here we're just gonna... We'll use a damage boost to get through those guys, actually. That's smart. But I'll grab the Yoshi. I guess I could not grab the Yoshi. I don't know I'm really doing, like, speedrun anymore. Whatever. The vertical desert level with the layers, perhaps? Maybe. Yep. Here we go. A little bit of a red coin hunt, but not much of one, sort of in a compact space. I don't really do that many red coin hunts in my levels, and, you know, sticking in one of here seemed like a good idea. That was probably a lot slower. That was a lot slower than the world record. Yeah, whatever. Definitely a lot slower there. You have me. Geez, world records, they can be pretty fast, huh? Like, to clear that level in 1 minute flat. Impressive shit. Some really good... I'm sure they have a lot of good, like, little optimizations here and there. Let's play that level from Highway now. Pulling back up the thing. Next. There you go. And see, the now playing is now updated to say your new name. Fantastic. I like the name, by the way. I like the 64 in there. That's just an always... That's probably, like, the best number you can grab. As far as, like... Well, unless 69 is also a classic, but 64 is, like, the most gamer number you can grab. Other than 69 or 420. I guess those are also gamer numbers. Would you consider 69 to be a gamer number? I would. I would consider that to be a gamer number. Boomerang the bullies. We have to defeat 16 bullies here. Cool, cool. Alright. Suppose we can also, like, just... maybe kill them like such. Whatever. We'll go down and, like, kill him like this. There we go. That's one. I wish that there was an option in Mario Maker to not have the in-game timer. I feel like some levels, they really benefit from having infinite time, you know? I guess then, if that was an option, you know, people would definitely make, like, levels that were thousands of hours long. Maybe not thousands of hours. They would make some really, really, really long levels. Some impossibly long levels that you would just never be able to finish. We're gonna need a P block. Maybe when we hit that on-off, that will deposit some P blocks down. Well, actually, we can just... Wait. No, we can't hit that and escape. We can't. Okay. There we go. Well, that works. Does it work? Yes, it does. Okay. E-block? Yep. Did that guy go in? Yes. Oh no, he didn't. He just is hanging out in the wrong space. Speaking of wrong places, this is not where he's supposed to be. Tell you what, let me grab this, and I'll go respawn him by running off. There we go. There's the third one? Third one. Here we need to boomerang, get that coin. Nice, okay. This guy needs to get got. That guy has gotten got. Let's go down to this pipe. I like how the subworld's a cave. That's nice. Good shit. Eat shit. That guy ate shit. That reminds me, in Pentiment there was... No! Damn it. In Pentiment there was a character... Not a character, there was like a historical figure that there was some footnote about, right? A comic figure, character from a popular book in the era. You know, like the 16th century. He was sort of like... The description of him was sort of like, oh, he's sort of like a Columbo. He likes to, you know, get the better of people, like, sort of like, you know, uncover liars and shit. And also, he's really good about tricking people into eating his own shit. So it's basically like this description of a character is like, oh yeah, in the 16th century, they had sort of a Columbo type guy who made people eat shit. And this guy was very popular, subject of a lot of books. And shit, like fiction, I guess. And just reading that, going like, oh, that's fun. Shit-eating Columbo. Well, not that, like, he makes the other guys eat shit. He's like, you know, one more thing. That's shit you're eating. Did you realize that was shit you're eating? And they're like, what? I'm eating your shit? Oh, that's important, by the way. He feeds them his shit. You know, from his own butt. Not someone else's shit. Kind of a weird read, but it's like, oh wow. You know, I didn't know that. That's fascinating. You know, I also say like the when I was playing Monkey Island earlier, there was a part where a character just described like the history of anchors to me. And that was probably like the most interesting part of that game. Despite the fact that this is the tutorialization for the tutorial for the skip dialogue feature. So that you can just be like, okay, yeah, anchors are cool, I got it. But legitimately really like to hear all that shit about anchors. Like, apparently they are originally weapons. That's what I learned in Monkey Island. Originally weapons, and it just so happens that they realized, like, oh shit, this is really rad if it misses the enemy ship and instead goes into the ground. That actually is really convenient for a lot of little reasons. Which, you know, fascinating. The history and all that. I need to get into that door to get him out of that space. Okay. Perfect. Got that guy too. 12 out of 16. We got most of them. Wouldn't you like it if Columbo made people eat their own shit? Not their own shit, his own shit. Isn't that like good? Medieval times, man. They had some good ideas, you know? There were some people writing some funny shit even back then. Kind of fun to think about and realize, like, oh, you know, that's part of why I'm enjoying Pentiment so much, just like shining a light on all that interesting history. You know, something that you don't usually hear about, and just like, oh wow, that's neat. Basically, is the long and short there. Oh, there's we didn't get the thing. We need to do that, yeah. Also, we need to kill these two guys. Let me knock this guy off so that he dies in the hole right then. Perfect. Alright, 2 left and I have the key. Wait, 2 left? I know where one of them is. Where's the other one? Here's gonna be the first one. Hey, Sir Bread, how's it going? Queue's still open if you want to drop one in. One last to get. Where's the last one? Oh, P-switch. Need to get a P-switch. Alright. Ooh, is this gonna be okay? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let's go grab a P-switch, bring it over, and we will end the level. If you want to get one in, by the way, Sir Bread, now's a great time for that. Let's be careful and shit. We only need one more, kill one more guy, so that is fantastic. He survived, so he must be alive down there. Perfect. Hey, look at that. We did it. Thank you for the level, Highway. Hit complete on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoyed. I did. Thank you for the level, Sir Bread. Go ahead and do exclamation point next. And you just submitted that, so you are here. No worries, no worries. Let me do another card. I think I have a couple more. Maybe I prepared too many for this stream, actually. Follow up on Game of the Year prep. So, on Sunday stream, I did a bunch of Game of the Year prep, playing a bunch of my... Ooh, some comments. Playing a bunch of my favorite games of the year. In years past, before I was a streamer, I would tend to replay, like, all my top games in full. And this year, I think that what I've done already is probably going to be most of it, right? Like, I didn't finish replaying Tinykin. I didn't finish replaying Tunic. Didn't finish replaying most of the games that I did, but I feel like I've gotten enough of an idea, like, where they all stand from what I've played and what I've replayed, you know. Also, just, you know, since now I stream, a lot more of my time is used on that, and I don't have the time to just, like, replay every game from the year in December just because I have time off. That doesn't happen anymore, but it's very helpful to have done so. Wait. Oh, I put in my maker... What am I doing? Did I put in my maker code? Jesus. On that note, one more card I have here. I'm looking forward to my favorite pods, Atlas X, doing their GOTY coverage. One of the things that's great about Game of the Year is that, you know, everyone, all the podcasts, all the outlets are all doing their own Game of the Year coverage and Game of the Year lists and all that. And I'm looking forward to seeing them, seeing their reasoning. And if they do a podcast where they do deliberations, that is always, I think, some of the best stuff of the year. I love to see, like, the direct comparison of game to game, a lot of arguments and stuff. In one of the communities I'm in, tonight, actually, I'm going to be participating in some Game of the Year deliberations, wherein, like, a bunch of us are going to be, like, arguing back and forth, like, what, for, like, various categories, as if we're, like, a real outlet, and that'll be a bit of fun. Really looking forward to that, and, you know, feel like all the prep I've done. That's part of why I did the prep this week, by the way, is because I had to get ready for that, and I had to do it, like, this week. So, like, doing the prep on Sunday and the GamePass thing on Tuesday was important so that I had, like, some Pentiment experience and some High on Life experience. And also, you know, I'll say that that playing a little bit of Norco, I think, was helpful as well for knowing what that is, and a little bit of Monkey Island as well. All very, very helpful. Sir brought Parkour Woods. Let's do it. 5 tries on the board. I love Game of the Year. It's a great season. You know, I love making my lists. I love, you know, arguing out with like other people about you know, the various... Oh shit. It's a no landing level. I just realized that. That counts though. I can't say it doesn't count. Okay, this time we're gonna do it right. I see what we gotta do. We're climbing from vine to vine and jumping from enemy to enemy. Very nice, very nicely done. It's a very fun season, and I think, like, the thing I've said a bunch of times before in the last couple of weeks talking about Game of the Year. The thing that I love about it is it's the one time a year where it makes sense to compare games directly, you know? Like, say, oh, usually in most of the year, you talk about a game in isolation. God! That was close. You know? You say, like, oh, this game's really good. This game's really good too. Whereas Game of the Year comes around, you have to say, like, okay, but which game is better, though? Which game has better graphics? Which game has better, like, gameplay? What do you like about this game that this game does better? Etc. And, you know, you get some very interesting arguments along those lines in all the communities you're in. And, that's just, I think, like, the magic of the season. For the Game of the Year, for, like, my Game of the Year, like, in general, my top 3 have to be, Marvel Snap, Neon White, and Tunic. I'm not sure the order right now, but damn it, I just jump over that last one. Just jump over him. But my current opinion is that I don't think Marvel Snap can win it because my relationship with that game is a little too unhealthy for my taste. But I think that it's a solid number 2, whichever game of the remaining 2 gets number 1 is my current take. I guess I should think about that. Maybe Marvel Snap is number 1 because like I'm a little bit unsure between Tunic and Neon White. I can see either of them for the top spot. I really have to think about it more. And, you know, hash out the pros and cons of each in my head. There we go, we got through. If we had just jumped over that last Goomba in the last 2 times, we would have gotten it earlier. Still, pretty clean. Thank you for the level. Very nice work, Sir Bread. Gonna go ahead and hit complete. Currently there's no level in the queue, so please, if you want to get a level in, go ahead and do so. I'm gonna minimize the thing. I'm gonna bring up another card. Pure cubing stream concept. Yesterday, it was suggested that I do like a pure stream where I do like a bunch of cubing like non-stop and just have that be the thing. And I could do that. I think that is fun. I did once have an idea to do like a 9x9 Rubik's Cube, basically. You know, 9 divides by 9 divides. I have it over there, by the way, if you want to see it. 1 second. Show it. I had an idea to do a 9x9 cube solve stream on stream, but the thing about that is it's gonna take a while, and maybe like watching some videos while I solve it, basically, like having some YouTube thing going, or maybe like a watch party, that sort of thing. But never actually pulled the trigger on that. Maybe I should. Maybe that'd be fun. A thing to do like later this month. That was suggested by a viewer yesterday, and just want to say, giving it some thought. Let me do, we'll do another one of my levels. Maybe we should do a last call. I'll do Cooperverse 2, Cold Ice Comet, the second latest level. Here's another card of mine. Let me pull it up. Been playing Marvel Snap still. Just got Magneto. Magneto is a 6-drop card. He basically is a 12 power, so he's really strong. And he has an effect where he drags all 3 and 4 cost cards to the area you play them in. So that can be pretty strong situationally, or it can be like a backfire thing. But if you use it right, it's really strong. And especially if you use it in combination with the card Kingpin, which kills any minions, any cards that move to a location that Kingpin is in on turn 6. So basically, you play Kingpin whenever, and then you play Magneto on turn 6, and suddenly it's pulling all stuff to that location, and all that stuff just dies, just goes right off the board, assuming that it's not invulnerable or something. I just made a quick deck for it, you know, not really that much of a sophisticated deck, but turned out pretty well. Hey, you beat the level you were working on? Holy fuck. Get it in there, man. Now is the perfect time for another level or two. This is Cold Ice Comet, by the way. It's sort of inspired by Ramby Rumble from DKC2. A level where you go up in the first half and down in the second half. And also, you know, the elements sort of are mixed up for the second half as well. A bit more of a mix-up as far as enemies go. You also beat yours, Sir Bread? Please go ahead and get those levels in there. Let's say this. I'm gonna play one more of my own levels, and that'll be its last call for levels, folks. Get him in now, and, get him in now, basically. Oh, I just realized I'm still playing as Toad. Last time there was a channel point incentive, you know, redeemed to play as Toad, and I forgot to change back after the stream. That happens. Last call for levels. I'm gonna play one more of my levels, and then I will, we will switch back, basically. We will close the queue at that point. In other words. Let's see, what level should we play? Well, I just played the other 2 levels from my last world. I should play the first level of my current world, Arsenal Antics, which is sort of my take on Animal Antics. Sort of a level where you'll have to, you know, use each kind of headwear. Thank you for the level, Unknown Error. Again, last call. When I finish this level, Sir Bread, sorry. Thanks for the level. Last call, get him in. After this, I will close the queue. We'll finish off the levels that are in there, and I will send y'all on your way. You never found the 6th red coin, so you made them optional. Ah. Well, that's fun. Shit, I fucked up.
Oh no!
It's never happened before. It does nothing special. Gotcha. So this level, you know, there's 5 rooms, and you have to go through each one. And you got these helmets, which you can use to, like, defeat enemies and traverse the rooms. Each room is built around a different enemy, and there's a repeating checkpoint. You need to not hit the ceiling there if you don't want to die. Very important. Again, this is Arsenal Antics. Very good level. Here you can go do this if you don't want to get the coin, but I think it's fun to get the coin, so I usually do. I thought it was funny to put in a part where you wanted to not hit the ceiling, just as a fun twist on it. Yeah. Each time you get a repeating checkpoint, so, you know, that refreshes your thing and makes it so you can go through. Next one is the Bullet Bill room. The rooms use, like, slightly different enemies in each room, but there is a common pattern to them. Like, there's a lot of photobows, there's a lot of rooms with spikes, and but it's not quite the same assortment every time. Like, there's ones with bloopers, and also there's ones without bloopers. Like, this one is one with bloopers, the Goomba room. In this one, you know, the bloopers I thought were really interesting because they don't do anything when you're Goomba'd up. These guys don't do anything either. But I still wanted to make it challenging, so I had some spikes as well, and also some potobos. You know, and they just sort of activate on their own, which is nice. Two more rooms left. The propeller room first. Oh, let me get the bonus. Let me get the bonus thing. You go under, you can get a little bonus coin. Kind of risky, but fun. There was some part of me wondering if every room should have, like, the same bonuses in them, like the same denomination of coins, basically. And I decided this one should have a more valuable coin because that was more interesting. I think it is better to hedge on the side of interesting than balanced, personally. That is sort of one of my philosophies, I guess, in level making. If you can call it a philosophy. Last one is or at least last one going right to left, is the bullet helmet, the cannon box room. Now, this level uses a lot of, like, since the goal is to go to the left and hit the on-offs, it uses a lot of, like, enemies that are, you know, blocked from spawning with on-offs to spawn things on the way back. Now that I've gotten all the coins and gotten the key, I now go like this. Also, you cannot return out the pipe now. And, well, if you die, check this out. A little bit of a convenient feature. I know there's a lot of other levels that do this as well, but, you know, still, it's nice. It starts you off right here, right where you would expect. During this final segment, it's sort of a chase scene where you're going from area to area, going through the 5 helmets, and also now there are bullet bills. Bullet bills are added to the mix. Each area also focuses on one enemy in this section other than bullet bills. Like this one has the bloopers. This one has some fire guys, some fire bros. And the final area is just like, you hit some extending blocks. You do that again, and that breaks through the floor and gets you to the end. Woo. Alright, that's Arsenal Antics. That level turned out really well. Very involved level, but I think that is appropriate for, like, the 7th world to be that involved. Well, folks, I'm gonna close the queue. I'm gonna pull out the next level. Thank y'all for getting your levels in there. I appreciate it. We'll be closing the queue now and wrapping up. Thank you. Unknown Error is first. Unknown Error was talking during that last level, so I think is good. You don't think you'll ever have it in me to sit down and make a proper level? It is an effort. It is a struggle, right? It does take me ages to do, and sometimes I'm just like... Sometimes I'm in the brainstorming process for like days and days and days, or months even. But I enjoy just like, whenever I get one out, that is like the most satisfying thing. Let's do these last 2 levels and call it. Oh, I also still got one more card. Persona 5 Royale. Ah! Planning on doing that on stream. That'll be a stream game. I know that game is 140 hours long, but look. Really want to play that game, and so I will. I would like to start that sometime this month, but we'll see what happens. No promises. Oh, shit. Okay. I can't believe we avoided those guys at the start. But that worked out pretty well. Ooh, okay. So... Hype? What? Huh? Okay, bonus, big mushroom. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Nearly got me there. Fuck! Okay, gotta slow it down just a tad. I'm really looking forward to replaying Persona 5. You know, it was my second favorite game of the year. My runner-up game of the year that came out. And, you know, I think that was for good reason, because it was a fucking good game and easily worth spending 100 hours playing. And I will happily play that again. All in full. Persona 5 is fun, you haven't beaten it. It's a long game, so yeah, I don't blame you or nothing. I'm looking forward to getting into Royale, trying it out. Like I said, I've never played Royale, so... again. Hey, we're on our last try. I don't know anything about the new character. The new character in, Well, that was a new one. I don't know anything about the new character now. Looking forward to finding out and getting into it. Yeah, that was not a good death. But I have to count it, you know. We have to count every one of them. Even if they're fucking... Oh, I just died like 2 seconds in. Damn it. Gotta count it. Count it. Can't not count it. Thank you, thank you. That was some stuff. Sure I'll beat it eventually if you submit it again another day. Which again, that'll be next week. No more streams rest of the week. I am got plans. I'm gonna be out of town. I'm going to San Antonio. I'm going to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas over the weekend. Should be fun. I'll be back on Monday. I'll be back by Monday. Let's say that. If I change my plans, well, I only have so many hotel days, so I should be back. I should be back Sunday night, but you know, hey, we'll see. We'll see if I'm ready Monday night for a stream. I should be. Winter Roller Coaster by Sir Brett. Let's go. It's also nice that Persona 5 Royale, it's on Game Pass, so I don't have to pay for it now. You know, previously, would have had to pay for it. What? Oh. I need to ride the Thwomp. Would have had to pay for it. And now it's just fucking free. And I love that. It's just lovely. Okay. Got a little swipping back and forth. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah! Got a spin jump up on the guy. There. It's lovely when games are free, don't you think? Or, you know, included as part of Game Pass. That is just so convenient. I mean, I love Persona, and I guess I wouldn't be, like, super bummed out if I had to spend another $50 to get the new one, but it's easier when it's just free. Easier when it's just free, you know? That's not... Spin jump. Spin jump. We're on our last try, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Fuck! That was okay. I fucked that up. Damn it. Couldn't beat either of the last levels. You know, hey, it is what it is. That's the lightning round. Maybe we'll beat those on another time. Thank you anyway. Seemed really good. Maybe a little trolly on the last one. You know what you did. You know what you did. But I'm sure I'll be able to beat them eventually. Folks, let me go ahead and clear the queue, and you know, just hit next so that it's empty for next time, which will again be next Monday, 8 p.m. Central, I believe. Sometime to be determined. Will be some sort of last GTA 5 stream. No more GTA 5 after that stream. I'll try to get as far as I can, but no promises on finishing it. You need 2 hours for that level. I think I could have gotten it with 15 minutes, but yeah. Let's see. Jack. Oh, let's go with Calamity Nolan is playing Calamity Nolan is playing Elevator is playing Monster Hunter. Spike Vegeta is playing Mario Party Superstars. Jeff Gersman is playing Rise of the Triad. Looking through my options. Abby, formerly from Giant Bomb, is playing Pentiment. I really liked Pentiment, and I'm having a great time with it, but I don't know I really want to get into spoilers. Let me see what she's up to, if there's gonna be spoilers. But I'm thinking let's send you over to Yababi. Let's go over to Yababi. That's actually, yeah, let's do that. I maybe see a little Pentiment. I can't. I'm gonna like look away because spoilers, but oh, I tried to raid Pentiment. Y Y B B A B B Y. Yeah, baby. All right, folks. Thank y'all for coming by, for giving me your levels, for hanging out. This is gonna be the last stream of the week. I know that usually I stream Thursdays, Fridays, but you know, plans this weekend. I'm gonna be traveling. I'm gonna be out of town. I need to pack. I need to be, driving on Friday. You know what it is. I'll be back next Monday with fewer levels. There'll be a GTA stream that week as well. Maybe something else. I do have the week off next week, so I could also do something else. We'll see. Doing 4-day streams in a row, 4 days in a row, is exhausting to me, but it wasn't that bad. This has been a fun couple of days. I'll have the VODs up on YouTube at some point in the future. Thanks for levels. Thanks for everything. I'll see you later. Bye. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good everything. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. Goodbye, folks.